welcome to my channel on the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today let's talk about what's on the hook. Well, I have some finished objects to show you, some whips. I have way too many whips in here. As you can tell, look at the background here. I'm going to have to do something about that. It's just piling up, and that's not even most of it. I have a lot of it over here that y'all can't even see over by my diamond painting easel. But I have lots and lots to talk about today. So I wanted to first of all congratulate two new members who joined my channel this week, and they are JNB's mom, or JNB's mom, and Cheryl Hemming. Thank you so much for joining last week. I'm going to shout y'all out every other week or every second week. This is Deborah, Geraldine, Texan, Deb, and Rebecca all joined last week, and I have a ton of people that joined the week before and the week before. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. As you know, I do not run video ads during my channel, and I want to say this every single week because I know how many times I watch a channel and there's so many ads, I just bail out because it's just too much trouble. If I'm not right on my phone, I have to reach over and find the little button, and you know, I don't want to do that every time I watch a video. And so I've decided not to run those in the middle of my videos. Now you'll see them at the beginning and the end, but you won't see them during the show because I want y'all to enjoy it as it comes along and as it's organically moving along, and you're not interrupted by advertisements. So I thank you all for joining my membership. I appreciate it so very much. You merino levels and your alpaca levels both. My hat's off to you. Thank you so very much for doing that. Another National Crochet Month greeting to you. I hope you're having a great time this month. If you're a crocheter, most of you probably are crocheters. I have some knitters that watch me as well, and some that do both crafts, and so wonderful, and a lot of people that do diamond painting. So those are the three crafts that I focus on in my channel, and I hope you're enjoying that. While you watch me, you can kind of maybe gain some inspiration from what I'm doing and what I'm starting, what I'm finishing. I am finishing projects, and I actually finished a diamond painting last week. I sealed it, took it to the framers, and it's back. So I'm going to show you that right now. As I do every week, I'm going to show you the progress I've made on my newest diamond painting. This is Evening Stars by Carla Gerard, and I have completed the entire bottom of this diamond painting all the way over here to the side, and now I'm starting up here, and I've done a little bit of work on this corner. You can see I've put in a few of the diamonds here, the drills I call them, but I'm not very far on this, but I have the top part to do the trees. I'll be doing the trees and a little bit of the evening stars, and I've already finished the bottom. Look how beautiful that is. Look at the colors in there. Get down here where you can see them, all the colors in the cottages. There's a little black bird up there too, which I didn't notice at first, but there he is. And this is what it looks like all the way across. I'm loving the colors in this. I do. I love that chartreuse green right along the bottom. That really gives it a grounding there, and the fence as well. Love the way this looks. This is a painting project, diamond painting, sponsored by Crafties. There's the word for the company. They support their artists. I appreciate that, and the quality is awesome in these. Now I'm going to show you a framed Carla Gerard painting I just picked up from the framers, and I've already hung it on the wall. So let's take a look at that. Well, there's nothing like showing you a picture of a bathroom. This is a video of my powder room. See, it's right here in the hallway, and I have hung my first Carla Gerard in here on the wall. Look how pretty she is. I have the light on in here so you can see it, but this is the frame that I picked out, and the frame is a little bit like a kind of a brownish black with a little bit of a bronze gold edging on it, and that's the color that I'm using in my bathroom. See the bronze towel holder there, and right there you can see the painting in the mirror. I just really love this. Look at this pretty sink. I love this sink. I had this put in a long time ago. It was round and it was kind of odd at the time, but now you see these quite a bit. Anyway, enough about my bathroom, but I really love this painting, and I'm going to put two others on this wall that's facing. So when you go in there, you'll be surrounded by Carla Gerard. I have 2 more to go. So excited about this. I hung this right here so you could see it from the hallway. Let me turn the light out and you can see what it looks like. It just looks like that on the wall. It's so colorful and so whimsical. I really enjoy looking at that. That's my Carla Gerard framed painting in the powder room. I hope y'all enjoy those diamond painting excerpts. I show you actually the progress I'm making on my current painting, and also when I finish one, I'll show you it I'll show it to you on the wall. And it's important for me to get them up on the wall so I can see them and see all the fruit of my labor. It's so wonderful to see a diamond painting on the wall. And if you do diamond painting, be sure to put it on the wall, even if you just stretch it over some stretcher strips, or if you take it to a framer, or if you find a frame that fits it and put it up on your wall and enjoy it, even if it's just in your bedroom or in your bathroom, which is what I was doing there. With the Carla Gerard paintings, I'm going to hang all 3 in my powder room so people can see them, and it's such a neat trio of paintings, and I'm really excited. I'm working on the second one, as you saw. So that's my diamond painting craft, and I hope y'all enjoy it. If you have a chance to do a diamond painting, please try it. It's fun, and you don't think you might like it at first, and then all of a sudden you're buying diamond paintings and you're putting them, giving them to people. I've done that a few times, hanging them on my wall, doing all kinds of things with diamond painting. So thank you to Crafties for sponsoring my last 3 paintings. I have 1 finished, 1 on the easel, and 1 ready to go up, and I'm excited about those. As you know, we received Crochet Nation here, Mr. On the Hook and I, last week, and I have read the whole thing pretty much. It is so much fun to do, and there are word searches, crossword puzzles, comic book strips. There are all kinds of cool things in here, and if they continue to do that, I'm excited to get mine. I actually signed up for a whole year because as a YouTuber, I like to show the Crochet Nation and the Crochet World when they come in, so you can see if you might want to take advantage of those, or if you just want to watch me show them, that's fine. And there's some other channels that also show each page, but I'm not going to do that. It's just my opinion about what is in the publication, and I hope you are okay with that. I did go through here and think, there are 9 patterns in this Crochet Nation, and I decided to do 1, and I thought, well, I'll just make that hat. And the yarn that was calling to me was Emotions double knitting. I got this from Crochet Rocks, and there is an offer code down in the description box if you are interested in any James Brett or anything else on her website. The link is down there, so you can go out there and take a look. She sends these out right away. They're faster shipping than Lion Brand, places like that. They don't ship nearly as fast. Emotions by Double Knitting. Emotions yarn, Double Knitting, James Brett. And this is the Interest colorway. Beautiful, beautiful. I showed this last week, and a lot of y'all responded that you liked it, and I love it too. I wanted to make something from it. So I started something. I wasn't really pleased with it. I started something else, and it wasn't calling to me. But this hat turned out really nicely. I may have shown this last week. I hope I didn't. But this is my hat model, beautiful hat model, and she's going to show the hat that I made with the James Brett yarn and using the pattern from the Crochet Nation magazine. And there you see my little tag that I put on all of my items now that I crochet. So beautiful. Look at the colors in that. Now, my head model doesn't have any hair, so you can see her scalp through there, but you can just take a look at it. It's really pretty. It's a nice magazine. It's a nice pattern. It turned out really super nice, and it fits her perfectly. I made it right by the pattern, and I didn't add any rows on it or anything, so it turned out beautifully. We'll hear more about this at the end of the show. Before I go on with more whips, I want to have a shop update. And Mr. On the Hook ordered this for me. He has designed a new Granny Square collection, as you have seen on my Etsy shop. so many beautiful items that he designed, some mugs, books, and bags. And this bag came to me. This is the large Notions bag, and I just really like this. It's big. It's as big as a piece of paper right there, and it has the beautiful granny square design on it. Really love that. Love the way he did that. It's so nice. And look at the back. This is just as pretty. All the different colors, beautifully done, and it has a zipper at the top. And there's plenty of room in here. I actually put a small project in here this week and worked it out. You know, I had to move it out of here because it got too big. But it's a great place to put your Notions, and then just slip them into your project bag and you're good to go. So this is out there on the Granny Square Collections portion of my Etsy shop, and I'll put a link down in the description box so you can find it. Now, to contrast with that, this is the the Notions pouch that's available on Wildflowers collection right here. This is the small Notions pouch compared to the big one. Let me get them back here so you can see the difference. Let me line them up there. Now this is a good sized pouch if you just want something to put your crochet hooks in. It has a zipper at the top as well. It's pretty big inside because it has a square bottom on it. It's just about 1.5 inches or 2 inches on the bottom, but it does have a square bottom, so it has a little bit more room in it than just a flat pouch. This is a flat pouch, but it's bigger, so it holds quite a bit as well. So those are both available on my Etsy shop, and I'll put the links down in the description box so you can find those if you're looking. I don't know if you can hear this, but there is a lawnmower going outside my window, so if you hear that, that's what that is, just a lawnmower mowing my grass. I don't know why. It's 30 degrees outside, but they're mowing today, so can't really help that. Now let's talk about what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my brand new Sunny Summer scarf, and I designed this back when I first started my channel, and I made it from these colors. I can't find that scarf. It's probably tucked away somewhere. I don't think I gave it away, but I do love those colors as well. But I believe I made it from the same yarn, and this is the Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel Cotton. And this one is a very pretty design. It's just light blue and white, very summery, beautifully done. It's called Harbor Wish. That's the colorway right there, and you can find that at Hobby Lobby. Not sponsored at all, but I found this just walking through there one day, and I thought I'm going to make that scarf again because it's a summer scarf. It's not a winter scarf. It's not made out of wool or even acrylic. This is 100% cotton, made in the USA, made with U.S. fibers in the USA. And so I just wanted to show that to you. This is the pattern that I used. It has a special fringe on it, and the fringe is what I call a twirled fringe. That one's stuck up under there. Sorry about that. This is called a twirled fringe, and the fringe is twisted around, and I show you how to do that without cutting any of the yarn. There's no yarn cutting here at all. I show you how to go through, measure it, twist it, turn it, attach it, and the whole bit. And it's fun because it's not fluffy. It's just cute at the end, and I put it on both ends of the scarf. You can see that. And I'm going to stand up and model this for you. Well, this is my Sunny Summer scarf, and I'm reintroducing this because I think it's a great idea for summer. It adds a lot to your outfit. You can wear it. It's not hot. You can actually wear it so that it's not right up around your neck. It's plenty long for that if you make it just like I say. It's real easy to make. I made this in a couple of days just sitting in front of TV, and I'm wearing this with a white t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, a jeans jacket, some blue jeans, and my new trainers. And I bought these are kind of a camel color, just a tennis shoe. They used to call these, but they're not tennis shoes. They call them trainers now. But I thought those looked really cute with this outfit. I'll be doing some errands today, running around, and I thought this would be perfect because it's about 30 or 40 degrees outside by the time I get out there. And the blue jean jacket is perfect. I'll show you the back. This is one with a rounded bottom. I really like that. It comes down below your hip and gives you a little more coverage in the back. I really like that because if you have on some tight pants, you kind of want to cover it up a little bit with your jacket. I bought this at J. Jill a couple of years ago. I don't know if they still have it, but J. Jill's a good place to go and get clothes. Not sponsored at all, but I got these pants there. They're jeggings, the jacket, And the shirt, I don't know where I got that. It's just a little cheap white t-shirt, and I wear it all the time in the summertime because it has a little bit of an arm in it, so you don't get cold, and you can just wear it with the light jacket and do your running around or just hang around the house in it. This jacket has elastane in it, so it is very easy to wear. It's kind of stretchy a little bit, so it doesn't pull, you know, when you move your arms forward. I really like it, so I wanted to show this to you just as it is with the scarf, the whole outfit, how you can kind of dress casually but like you're put together. And again, I wanted to show you the scarf mostly. That's why I'm standing up. But this is the Sunny Summer Scarf from my Etsy shop. I'll put a link down in the description. Not too long ago, I found a shirt on Pinterest. Not a shirt, it was a sweater that was knitted. Loved the yarn, and I bought this yarn. This is Hawthorne yarn by Knit Picks. Get that up there. It's a DK, and it's called Cattail Kettle. Cattail Kettle. There are 225 yards on the hank, and it's 100 grams, of course. This is made from 80% superwash Highland wool and 20% polyamide, so it's a little bit stretchy. I really like that about it. And I started a sweater, and I'll show you this. I've frogged out a lot of this, but I started the sweater, and the stitches are beautiful, but they are too heavy. When I picked this up, it had two big arms in it, two long sleeves, and I could barely pick it up. It was just too heavy to wear. I knew I probably wouldn't wear it, so I frogged out the arms. This is what I have left. But when I frogged out the arms, I had quite a bit of yarn left, and I want to show you what I've made so far with that. Now today, Crystal's modeling 2 of my whips, and the other side she's modeling something else. So this side she's modeling the Simple Summer Top. This is Simple Summer Top. I'll be writing this pattern. It'll be out pretty soon. I have the front finished and part of the back also, about this much of the back, that I have finished so far. And it's perfect for this yarn. This is a DK yarn. I'm not making it out of something heavy. And this is a top that you'll have to wear a tank under, but it's really cute. It's not hot. I'm going to make just short sleeves in it. I'll probably put some rib on here, or maybe just some rows of crochet. That's probably what I'll do to make it nice and light. We want to make this light because it's for summer. And you can wear wool in the summer. As you know, if you've been watching me for years, some of you have, and thank you for that. I have talked about wool and how I became enamored with it. I started embracing it as a summer yarn, not just for wintertime. It's really not hot in the summertime, I promise. It's not hot. If you make it out of a nice light wool, you can make your tops out of that, and they fit nicely. They're just so squishy and soft and so nice. You can also get soft merino wool, which is what I'll show you here in a second. But merino wool is a wool that you can find actually at Hobby Lobby. They had a whole section of that yesterday when I was in there shopping around, and they had probably 20 different colorways of a size 2 fingering weight superwash merino. Now, don't panic, it's not that small. It's really more like a DK, but you could probably run 2 together. They're $16 a hank. That's a lot. That's a lot. But you don't have to pay shipping if you're in Hobby Lobby, if you just go in there and buy it. And I've considered doing that. I haven't done it yet because I have a lot of stash already that I need to work through. But I wanted to show you this because I was so anxious to buy it. And then when I made the sweater that I showed you I frogged everything out of, I was so disappointed. I love the way the yarn looks though when it's crocheted up. See all the tonal differences there? It's beautiful, and it's chartreuse, which is one of my favorite colors. I love chartreuse, especially in the summertime. It's a beautiful color. So this is my Simple Summer Top, and I'll be putting out the pattern pretty soon. I just wanted to show you what it's going to look like. It's going to be very easy to make. It is not sized. You use your measurements like you do in all of my patterns. You use your measurements to structure the garment. You don't make it to a size. And that's very important to me, is that you use your measurements, you make it to fit you now, because you're going to finish it now. And I encourage you to finish your garments. I've been doing that since I've started my YouTube channel. I felt the need to finish things, and if I haven't finished them, I frog them out, and I also admitted it to y'all if I didn't finish something and why I didn't finish it. But this is turning out really nice, and it's nice and light. If you can wear just a lightweight tank top underneath it in the summertime, it'll keep you warm, but in the spring. But in the summertime, you can just try it and see how it is, because most of us live in air conditioning. I know not everybody works on a farm or outside. A lot of times you work in an air-conditioned environment, or you go to eat and it's cold, or eat lunch, eat dinner. When I go to those places, I have to take a jacket because it's so cold. They keep it so cold in there. So this is perfect if you want to spend the day inside air conditioning. You can wear it with a tank top underneath it. So this is the simple summer top that I'll be coming out with very soon. As you know, Crystal is modeling on the other side here. She's modeling this, and this is my newest classic knit top from Lion Brand. This is my third kit that I've made. I've made a red one, a marmalade one, and now I'm making this, and this color is Antique. This is the color Antique, the Lion Brand 100% superwash merino, not sponsored. It's a size 3. And I'm knitting this, actually a knitted garment, and I'm knitting it with 2 strands together. 2 strands together, and I've sized down on my needles, and so you can see that the stitches are much closer together. I'm loving this. I'll be able to wear this with so many things, with a skirt, under a jacket, with jeans, everything else. So now I've gotten this far on the, actually I think that's going to be the back, but this is the front. And I'm making it the same exact way. It's just made in 2 pieces, just alike. If you're a beginning knitter, you can do this. If you can knit and purl, and I mean just 1 row at a time, except for the ribbing. You do have to do 4 knit, 4 purl. You can see the bottom there. There's the ribbing at the bottom, and it's really it's different. I really like the ribbing. I said this last week too. Let me get that up there. There we go. The ribbing is 4 stitches knit, 4 stitches purl, and you do that for 6 rows, and then you continue on with the stockinette stitch, and it turns out so beautifully, I just really love this. And this is going to be a go-to in the summertime, even though it's made out of merino wool. It's cool as a cucumber. I've worn the other 2 several times, and they're just cool as they can be. And I can wear them alone, or I can wear them with a blue jean jacket or something like that. And they look really nice. I've also worn them to church with a skirt, a black skirt. Very, very nice. And a little jacket over that. And then for lunch, I take the jacket off. And I'm very nicely warm in this in the air conditioning. So this is my other whip that I'm making, the other garment, in addition to my simple summer top there. But loving this classic knit top. I'll put a link to the kit down in the description, not sponsored, but I do love this kit. It's easy. If you are a beginning knitter, you can do it. Y'all can't believe me. I just have so many whips. I don't know what to do. I just have way too many whips, but I'm working to try to finish them. I really am. I'm trying to work on several of them every day. So I put a little bit of time on each one so I can finish these up. I really want to. Now, another thing that I'm working on is blankets for our blanket drive at church. And I decided after I finished my first 2 blankets, I decided to do a ripple blanket. And I'm not a good rippler. I don't know if y'all have ever tried the ripple patterns, but you have to pay attention. And I've really trying to concentrate on what I'm doing here. Now I'm making this particular blanket out of Super Saver Red Heart. Let's see what color this is. Jade Speckle. This is Jade Speckle. Let me turn that around there. It's beautiful, beautiful with the turquoise background and the little speckles in different colors. And then while I was in Joann and they still had some yarn, I bought some big twist, and this is a beautiful big twist. Let me see what the color is here. Mint is the color. I hope I haven't shown, maybe I have shown this, I don't know. But anyway, I'm using these 2 colors together. Very beautiful, and I'm making a ripple blanket, and this is what it looks like. I'm doing several rows of the mint, and then I'm doing several rows of the speckle, and I'm just going to continue on till I finish it. Now this is not big. This is about 36 inches wide, so I should be successful with this one. See, it's not very long, and I'll probably just make it a square, 36 by 36, because that's what they're asking for. Square blankets, 40 by 40, 36 by 36. those sizes, and those are doable. You know, you can make one of these in not too long. It's not like making a king size blanket or something. You know, you can just whip this out. And last year when we were working on Boggy Creek Afghans, and I made 5 of those and sent those to Juan the Yarn Addict, and he took those to Boggy Creek last week or the week before. Very successful project that he did, and hats off to him for doing that. And so it gave me the idea for doing these for our church blanket drive for the little toddlers and the newborns there. So that's what I'm doing for my first blanket after the first 2. This is my 3rd blanket that I'm making for the drive. Now I have a tentative idea for a release in August, and this is going to be another fall lookbook. I am designing 3 different scarves, a long sleeve sweater, and some other things, I think a bag and some other things that I'm going to put into the fall lookbook book. If you are interested in that, please let me know. If you're not interested, I probably won't even do it. I'll just do patterns one at a time. But I enjoyed doing my fall lookbook last couple years ago. This is what it looked like. Mr. On the Hook designed this, of course. He's such a great helper. I so appreciate him. This is fall 5 fall crochet pattern collection on the Hook Crochet, and there I am wearing my front and center poncho. Love that poncho. I've worn that for the last 2 years. I've worn it quite a bit in the wintertime, but this has color pictures in it, the designs and all the steps. If you need a step, you know, you can go through here and look at the pictures. There's a front and center slouchy. That's a hat that I made. It turned out, this is a nice book. I really like this book. It's still available on Amazon, but I like this book, and I want to do another one for 2025. And it'll be similar. It'll have probably 5 or 6 patterns in it, and it'll be all printed up, and all you have to do is just buy the book, and you have this on your shelf, and you can go to it and make something out of it if you want to. So I have really enjoyed doing these lookbooks. I've only done 2. I did a spring and a fall, and then I think this year I'm just going to do a fall lookbook. So it'll have some winter type patterns in it, so you can kind of get ready for winter. And my goal is to try to get it out in August so that you can buy your yarn and get your projects made or get them started before the weather turns really cold. So I thought it would be nice to try to do that. My goal is the end of August, maybe 1st of September, but you know, right in there, I want to release a fall lookbook. So let me know if you're interested in a fall lookbook. Let me know down in the comments, and I will take that under advisement. Since Joanne isn't really around, I actually went to Joann's the other day to see what they had, and they had some yarn. I did pick up some white big twist because that's always usable. I bought some Caron Simply Soft in different colors. There were other things there that were available. There was some cotton that's really nice, some Eddie Bauer cotton, which I didn't know I could ever find again. There was one skein, and I thought I'm going to pick this up for a dishcloth or something if I get bored, which I never am. But, you know, I thought, well, maybe I'll try to do that. If Mr. On the Hook is going to wear out my dishcloths, I need to keep, you know, replenishing those. So I found some yarn there, all kinds of yarn. And if you notice right over here, I have an entire project bag of anti-pilling yarn from Premier, which came with my Annie's crochet Afghans that I used to make. I made a couple of them, and Annie's isn't doing affiliates anymore, so I'm not making those right now, but I was just thrilled to get those free, and I was showing you my progress as I went. Also, when I finished, I showed you where I hung them in my living room. I did a lot for them, but I think they have a new owner now. I'm not really sure, but they're not doing affiliates anymore. So I have all that yarn. I don't know, I can't point in the right direction. I have all that yarn left over. There are all kinds of neutrals and then some deep reds and beautiful colors in there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll probably just bring it out and make a baby blanket out of it or something. You know, just grab some colors and go. That's probably what I'll do with that. So just wanted to tell you that. I'm disappointed that Joann's closing. I'm so disappointed. I went there all the time. But and on Michael's, I don't love their yarn department. Why is that? I don't know. I don't like it. Maybe they'll revamp it or something. I'm hoping that they'll do something to it to make it different. And so Hobby Lobby is kind of the place I go, and I get my framing done there. And while they're getting my framing done or whatever it is, I'm waiting for them to go get my framed painting, I will look in the yarn section, and I found several yarns yesterday that I'm going to use for my fall lookbook if that comes to fruition. If y'all are interested in that, I will do that. And I found some yarn that I wanted to work on for my new scarves, and they're beautiful scarves. They're not difficult. The ones that I've thought of, I've already made the kind of the outline of what I want to do and what kind of yarn I want to make, different weights of yarn so that you're not just stuck with a size 4 all the time. You might want to branch out to a DK or to a bulky even, which I don't usually use, but I've already started one in the bulky and I really love it. I love the color. So Hobby Lobby has some beautiful colors, but they don't have a lot of yarn. They just have their own brand, which is fine. They may carry a little bit of Premier, but I don't think so. I think they kind of dropped that. And Hobby Lobby is a nice big store. They've got lots and lots of great things in there. They even have diamond paintings. They have a lot of diamond paintings in there that are already stretched onto stretcher frames. So after you finish your diamond painting, you just hang it on the wall. You don't have to go and get a frame for it. And I bought my daughter one for her birthday, and she was just excited. It was an angel, really beautiful, just right up her alley. And I thought, well, I'll buy one of those for her. They weren't expensive. And like $7.99 or something. It has all the drills. It has a packet with the pin and the wax and everything. It has everything in it you need to make that particular diamond painting. So not sponsored by Hobby Lobby or anything. It's just something that I'm thinking about. I'm kind of concerned about yarn purchases. Now, I did have a viewer who contacted me, Deborah, and she graciously offered to buy my linen Premier anti-pill yarn that I bought to make my Wisteria Cottage Cardi. I'm going to make a smaller one, not the long coat that I made for the original pattern. I'm going to make a short one out of the cream color. And I bought linen thinking that that was a good color for me, and it wasn't a good color for me. So Deborah offered to buy it from me, and it's packed up, ready to go. And I'm going to buy, I've actually already purchased the cream color anti-pilling DK, and I found it on Amazon. So I'll put a link down in the description for that if you're interested. All the links down in the description are affiliate links for me, and they don't cost you anymore if you use that link if you want to buy something. And I've also put the links down there for things that I show you on my channel. And so you don't have to go through entire Amazon, 52 of these, just to see which one you might like. I have the easel that I use, the some of the yarns that I use, the clover hooks, all that are down there in the description box. And if you're interested, you can go down there and look. I also have an Amazon store, and I have the link down there to that too. And you can go through there and find things as well that I've talked about in on my channel before. Now, the other day I purchased one of these. This is the magnetic yarn holder. Love, love, love this thing. Y'all told me to go buy one, and so I did. I went out to Amazon and I found, out of 1,000 of these, I found the one that was the cheapest. If you can believe it, it's $12.99, made out of wood. I put it together myself. Believe it or not, Mr. On the Hook has been out of town this week, and he's due back today. So I look forward to seeing him again. But, you know, I couldn't wait, so I thought I would just put it together. And this is what it looks like. This is it right here. And I used this yesterday to crochet one of my new fall patterns, and I just put the yarn on here, took the label off the yarn, I stuck it onto this little pole here. You take it off like that, and you put it through your yarn, and then you hook it on the top with a magnet. Look at that. It just got a great magnet too. Look, it just hangs there. And it's very flexible, and you just pull your yarn off it, and it comes out very beautifully. I don't know how I ever lived without this thing. I hated to flop around all those yarn balls like this. They just flop around. I mean, it's awful. And I like to pull from the center, but sometimes that's just not good. It doesn't work. You get the yarn barfs every 25 yards or something. You get a barf, it comes out. It's just so annoying. So this is the answer right here. And they had these in a double. They had a double. And also, I think I could have put two of these on here. Well, I've got it hung up here. Two of these. Let me get that over there. Well, I could have put 2 of these superwash merinos on here, pulled from the outside, put them top and bottom, and pulled them together. But I didn't, and I probably won't because I'm almost finished with my sweater. But I used it yesterday, and it was so much fun. Even in my chair, I just set this on the chair next to me, and it just pulled off very beautifully. I didn't have to have it on a table, which is what I thought I would have to do. And it also comes with these little pads on the bottom. You know, you have to put them on, but the little sticky pads. And when you put it on a table, it doesn't slide around too much. It doesn't stick really, but you know, it doesn't damage the top of your table. So loving this. I don't even know what brand it is. It's just one of those generic brands, but this is what it looks like, and the measurements are right there. It's 4 inches from the holder to the edge. So if your yarn is bigger than this, half of it, you can't put it on here. But you know how big that is? I mean, think about it. Most yarn balls are not that big. So I just love it. I think it's great. It's a magnetic yarn holder. Links in the description if you want this one. This is not expensive at all. And it came in like 2 days. I turned around and there it was on my front porch. I couldn't believe it, so I didn't think I'd be able to show it today. But I wanted to put it together and use it at least once to see if I liked it. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, one more thing I wanted to talk about. This came, if y'all aren't signed up for this, go ahead and sign up for it. I am not a sponsor of Hirschner's at all, but Hirschner's puts out a catalog. It's free. You don't have to pay 1 penny for this, and it has every kind of yarn you'd ever want in here. And honestly, I've ordered a lot of yarn from Hirschner's. I've ordered a lot of this worsted, Hirschner's Worsted 8 is called. You know, it's 8 ounces, I believe. That's why they call it 8. And this is what it looks like right here. This is the newest line of the worsted. It is spring colors, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Look at those. I ordered one of the 4-packs, and I don't even know which one it was. I went out on the web and found the pack that I wanted, and I'm going to make something out of it. I just thought that was, and they're limited, so they're not going to have them forever. They're probably in the fall. They'll probably get rid of these. But they have all the beautiful spring colors, and then they have some variegated colors too. Right along here, they have 4 of those that pick up the same colors that are in these colors. So it's a beautiful line of yarn. I love this yarn. I've bought 2 or 3 packs now of the regular Hirschner's worsted. It's called Heather's. It's called Heather's, and it's a beautiful line of yarn. I love working with it. I absolutely love working with it. It makes beautiful afghans, and you could probably make a garment out of it too. I'm sure you could. It's just beautiful. Size 4, just a regular worsted size. But Hirschner's catalog, again, as I was saying, it's just chock full of inspiration. There are all kinds of patterns in here. You can also design your own garments. You don't have to go by these, but you can get ideas. Like how cute this little top is right here. You can get ideas from using color and using stitch patterns and all that, and you can get great ideas from my Etsy shop as well. If you're interested in a long sleeve sweater, I have a section on my Etsy shop with long sleeve sweaters. There's like 20 or 30, I don't know how many there are, but a lot. And short sleeve sweaters, cap sleeve sweaters, cardigans, vests, everything you'd ever want. The patterns are not expensive, and it helps me a lot. You can support my channel by buying from my Etsy shop and using my affiliate links down in the description box. It helps me quite a bit. And also to join as a merino or an alpaca member, that's always open. You can join. You can upgrade from merino if you decide to come in as a merino and then upgrade. But the alpaca level gets a free pattern every month. Beginning of the month, we send out an email with an offer code. You can go to my website, which is onthehookcrochet.com. You can go out there and take a look. Mr. On the Hook is working on it. It's not complete yet. Not all my patterns are there, but there are a lot of patterns in each section you can choose from. So he's busy putting all those out there as we speak. So all my patterns will eventually be out there, maybe even the products as well. But the products are the project bags and things like there's some right there. And you can look through my Granny Square collection, which I dearly love. There's a tumbler out there too that I asked him to order me, and he said he would as soon as we sell some of the Granny Square collection. And we've already done a lot of that, so he's going to have to order me one. I love the tumblers. I already have 2. And he said, how many tumblers do you need? You know, typical guy. But I want the tumbler with the granny squares on it. So I'm going to order one of those. And then the books as well. I think I asked him to order me one. But this is the Wildflower book. And love this book. And he actually made one out of granny square design. 2 books. One is a spiral and one is a regular. So you can look out there at that as well. And just have so many pretty products out there to choose from. Mugs too, so lots and lots of mugs. Y'all are drinking your coffee out of the Granny Square collection mugs and the Wildflower mugs as well. So, well, let's talk about giveaways. I have a giveaway every single video, almost every single video. But this video we are giving 2 gifts away from that I showed you last week. I wanted to show you real quick what we're giving away this week. We're giving away the Crochet World Spring Edition 2025 to a lucky viewer who wrote the word world in her comment, or his comment, down on the bottom. Beautiful, beautiful magazine. Lots of great patterns in here. Some beautiful things, actually. Let me show you the recap of that. That's on this page. I'll try not to bend it. This is what's in here. All kinds of cute projects. Lots of granny square things. You know, there are all kinds of things in there. So cute. Amigurumi. All those items are in here. Crochet World Spring Edition. And so if you use the word world in your comment, you'll be in the running for that. And also this beautiful book, 12 Months of Crochet with Rigapi. And this is by Mandy O'Sullivan. She's kind of a newcomer to the crochet world, but she does beautiful work. I really love her work. This is a gorgeous book. This is beautifully photographed. I haven't written in here at all. It's just it's basically brand new. I've just looked through it. Some beautiful patterns in here. That's just one. I mean, there's so many pretty things in here. I'll just flip through it. See all the beautiful photographs. And it's an interesting book to put in your crochet library, and it's a beautiful book. It's got a nice binding on it. It says 12 Months of Crochet, and it's got a slick front. So beautiful. I love the way books are made that are nice quality. This is a beautiful quality book. And if you use the word Mandy in your comment, you'll be in the running for this. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these 2 gifts this week. Here we are at the computer, and I have placed in the video address right there for the last week's video and the word world, which we will be selecting the winner for the Crochet World magazine spring edition. And let's go over here and find out who wins the Crochet World magazine. I'm trying to be a little more efficient with this, not drag it out. We're going to find out who wins and move along. And who won? It would be Little Grandma Kim, 139. Little Grandma Kim, 139. You've won the Crochet World magazine, so congratulations. Congratulations for that. Now, this was y'all really like this one. This is Mandy, which was the keyword, Mandy. And Mandy was the keyword for the book. The really special book, I think, to give away. Very, very nice. Let's find out who wins the Mandy O'Sullivan book. And that would be, here we go, Deborah Wortman, 1712. Deborah Wortman, 1712. You have won the Mandy O'Sullivan book. Congratulations to both our winners. Congratulations to our winners. Please send me an email with your name, your address, what you won, and the word winner in the subject line. And I can find you that way, and I can get that right out to you. Now, the week before that, we had 2 of these anti-pilling, beautiful spruce color, size 4 yarn by Premier to give away, and they weren't claimed. Now, I know the person who won these. I think I've sent her things before, and maybe she hasn't watched the show. So be sure to claim this prize if it's yours, and I know who you are, so be sure to do that this week. I'm a little bit of a collector of books. I love to collect books, and I'm going through my books and kind of culling through them. I'm working on trying to get things back into my bookcase. I've got things stuck everywhere. So I decided to purge just a little bit. So I am giving away 2 books this week, and also something special. So 2 books this week. One book is Totes and Bags, and this is by Leisure Arts. Love this. It's got some beautiful bags in it. Look at those. They're beautiful bags. And all through here, all different kinds of bags. Let me look, see if I can find some pictures here. Oh, they show you how to do all these squares as well. You can make your own bags out of your own kinds of squares. Here's a bag. Isn't that cute? I like that. I've turned it upside down. There we go. That's cute. All kinds of cute bags in here. Little tiny bags, big bags, granny bags. Anyway, this is Hip to Be Square, Totes and Bags. Very nice book by Leisure Arts. I've not written in it or anything. I've just leafed through it. And I don't need this, so I'm going to give it away to someone who used the word bag in their comment. Bag, B-A-G. Use that word in your comment, and you'll be in the running for this gift next week. Now, I have one more book here. This is the 2-Hour Dishcloths. And this is by Darla Sims. Very nice book. Beautiful book. It's 2-hour dishcloths crocheted. Here's some examples on the back. Let me turn that. There we go. Some examples on the back. Beautiful, beautiful dishcloths. I can't believe I'm giving this away, but I'm not going to be making dishcloths. I can knit them and get good practice, and Mr. On the Hook can use those. I'm not making crocheted ones. Anyway, this is the 2-hour dishcloths book. 12 projects in here. So if you're interested in this, write the word dish, D-I-S-H, in your comment, and you'll be in the running for this. Dish and bag for the 2 books. And then, last but not least, I'm giving away the little hat that I made that was modeled today by my head model. Very pretty. This has my tag on it. You can also take this off. You unscrew it to take it off if you want to wash the hat. I don't think you will, but you know, you never know. Anyway, it's very lightweight, very pretty. This is the pattern that was in the Crochet Nation book. There's the top. It's very beautifully made. And this is the James Brett yarn that I've talked about for a couple weeks now. Just love it. Love the beautiful colors in here. Look at the pinks around the bottom. Very beautiful. I'm giving this away, and the word is hat, H-A-T. If you use the word hat in your comment, you'll be in the running for this, and I'll send it right over to you. All handmade, and the ends are sewn in. Everything's done. So that will be the word hat, bag, and dish are the 3 key words. So use those in your comment, and you'll be in the running for one of these gifts next week. I appreciate your support, and I hope you enjoyed today's program. I hope you were inspired by something that I said or did, and I hope you will join me next time to find out what's on the hook.